of Invest Data Trading Academy live with Ambrose. Yesterday, the last full trading week for the month of March, and that is the last trading week for the first quarter of 2025. I'll tell that the window dressing is ahead, and also all eyes are still on event happening across the globe. I will tell you that this is why you need to pay attention to this market because we're seeing sign of market bottoming or is it bouncing? We need to know as the class goes on. But good news that yes, we are sorry that the time of starting because of internet and all those technical issues. But thank God, I said I must do class today because as from Wednesday, because of preparation for master class on the Saturday, we won't be like actually. Let me go back and see that this class goes today. Yes, if you look at what is happening globally, I will tell you that the market and mature the market, as we say, are still missed. In Asia, we are seeing a flat market in Asia right away. What of that of Europe is open on a positive note, despite the expectation that Europe stocks are becoming overpriced, has been forecast by analysts in mature economy. But I tell you that that stocks there, or before now, we are seeing that stock, in that stock market, sorry, the stock there or the value of stock there are cheap, and the funds are left to US for all those market Europe and Asia. But because of the fact that I also learned that market also will soon be overpriced and stock fund also leaving that. But I believe that investors are looking at where there is work, where there is potential, and where they can create value for their fund. That is why funds are moving from one place to the other, and that is the nature of any market. Fund rotate from one instrument to the other, and one sector to the other, and that is why we must not play with sector rotation. We are seeing that yes, some markets are breathing out this morning. Even in US market, we are seeing that also is starting in the green today. That of Europe, but for Asia is flat. But if you look at what is happening in African market, I'll tell you that African market is also equally missed as to speak right away. And that tells you that the investor are looking at where is this great opportunity in the market, where they can also make money. And that is why every investor will look at what the future and what are the factors that will drive this future. The bottom now we're seeing is it fundamentally driven or sentiment driven. We want to discuss all this in this class today. Also, don't forget that one of the financial services, especially the banking, result hit the market this morning. That's from UBA. We'll be talking number on UBA and at the same time, to see if market is bottoming or is still bouncing. We need to discuss all that in this session. But we'll take time and see what we can do with this short period of time because of I will start a bit late today. But if you look at like I mentioned earlier, Asia market has spoken for me. A good one because it's a flat market. For all eyes are still. If now the market is not reacting much as earlier, to this rate issue, tariff issue and all that, I tell that stability is coming. But I think all eyes are still how the government of that's China being the main economy that also will kind of spend more to boost the economy. But we saw that the potential margin index that came from Japan was weak and below expectation. That has put that market also in a red as to speak in Japan. But if you look at, like I mentioned, Europe are looking good because of what opening the week on a positive note because of what fund entering the market, and also likely the earlier factor as what as political stability is returning after Germany has done stuff for election. We have seen that policy at was trying to kind of revitalize the economy and also different sectors to support what is happening in US. And also I tell you that also US and Europe are also meeting to show that the tariff move also will consider the decision that is going on. We believe that at the end we want to see funds flowing within the two continents or the two zone. But I believe that Asia is set because technology wise they are already there. And for Africa to speak now, Africa market is still missed. And that of US where the market where it is happening, US market for me is a good one. It's a very market that's open on a positive note. Even with the fear of that inflation is on the increase, and also that the Fed have not given a clear direction of what they're going to do this year. They're going to cut rate 2 times or 3 times. These are the things also we are looking at. And also the peace move that US have initiated between Ukraine and Russia after it will go. And I see that that oil market is a bit dicey now. Why is it dicey? Because if no peace comes any moment from now, going to be what the sanctions on Russia will also be lifted. Going to see oil coming in, and also US have not kind of reduced their production. They are still pumping out. That's why I see that those oil producing companies economy also have to rethink, and also those that are using oil to run their business, that we want to see. That's why I said in 2025, especially for the second half of the year, a clear direction where the market will go in also will become, because all these tariffs here, both the World Bank and the Trade World Organization, all World Trade Organization, all are yet to give a clear direction when it comes of tariff, the political tension, and all. But if all this can be resolved between now and end of this first half, I think by 2025, where second half, and already first quarter is coming, in a few days from now. We're entering the second quarter of the year. As I said before, we finish this first half of the year, I think clear direction will come in, and now then we will now give a clear where we are going as a as a globe, or as a the world generally. But before we go to looking at know, the topic today, as I said earlier, that the African market is finished. Why NGS has opened in a green light? We have seen that the result that came this morning and the extended what we saw on Friday. No, don't forget that in this class, I tell you that for you to be a successful investor or trader, you want to combine your technical and your fundamental. Also, you must understand target candlestick or chart, because and your chart, as you are reading chart, the candlestick can give you signal to tell you the behavior, the sentiment in the market, the lines we are looking at, all of the information, the indexes, and all the indicators you are seeing, all as a way of also giving information if you are technically inclined to be a technician in the market. But that's why I say you must learn the two. Fundamental is important, technical is important, sentiment is important, all of them are good, but you must know where they have to come in to guide you to make what informed decision. When we saw that market was pulling back here in Nigeria, before market formed what we call a bullish hammer. Since then, we have seen since that Thursday, we have seen the market trying to rebound on Friday, but close in light green, despite going up. So it's good. But this morning, we are seeing a strong back coming better than what we saw Friday, which is a good. And also, I tell you that price feed on information, good information when it's going to corporate energy price feed on them. We're already seeing that the banking sector has already results, and that are also reflected on the market this morning. Well, on that, let's look at what the market is saying. Look at market data at this hour. I'll tell you that the market is in green. Market is feeding 105,562. Market has broken out the 104 that it has been all this while because of the pullback. This morning has crossed back to test to trade above the 105,000 mark again, which is a good news to the market. And the market is on a positive and a strong market bet, or call it market internal. As we speak now, we're having a 20 stop on the gainer start and right, then on the loser chart. That is a good one. And the volume we're saying is also a relatively small but good one at this hour of the market for me. Just keep our finger crossed as we're entering the midday to see what is happening in this market. It's very, very important that we pay attention to this. Yes, for me, this is a good market that say that market is up by 0.56, 5, if it was almost 0.6. Now, after the data, about 597.44 basic point this hour. Good one, but if you look at the top gainers as we speak, out of the top 20, the stock that are gain 20, we can see that livestock has rebounded, extended the gain here, after pulling back last week. And we're seeing also, sooner assurance also rebounding to trade at 5 naira 48 kobo, and that of livestock 9.24 kobo at 9.87% up, followed by Universal Insurance, you can say Sacco, and the first hold co also among the top 5. That's it. Then if you look at the flip side, you can see that Epsilon Cocoa is leading, followed by Omate. You can see look up there, and Ella Lake. The last one there is the Prestige at 1 naira. For me, these are stocks that are presenting also value that you should also pay attention to, especially once we are seeing positive results coming from the financial service. I think insurance sector and the bank should also be giving attention. That's why I said sector rotation will continue in the market. Yes, we'll go back to see our topic for today. Now, quickly before we come back to the chart, let's look at the number that were released to the market from United Bank of Africa. I'll tell that this number are looking strong and better compared to what we saw in 2020. In 2023, I tell that the bank has moved to another level. So the market is already getting to pursuing almost 2.5 trillion, or getting to 3 trillion already where the bank is going. And that is that as trader or investor, you must pay attention to this kind of bank, because we have seen that activities in that bank has increased. We are seeing the impact of the other Africa or no operation or business on this bank, and for me, it's a good one at the end of the day. If you look at the the gross earnings of this all or the gross earning of this company, for me, like I said, this is a good news for them. Say that if you look at gross earnings, almost heading to almost 2.8 trillion against the around the 1.1 1.6 trillion in 2020. Well, I mean gross earnings, not just income, net interest income at this point. Gross earnings for the company for me is a good one for UBA, and that tells that this bank is set to do something powerful for investors, and which have started on their payout. The payout ratio of this company from their earnings, not only that rewarding investors, powerfully is a good one. From on that, after seeing the gross earnings I've mentioned, look at the interest income move powerfully, from 1. 1.08 trillion to 2.4 trillion. For me, it's a good one. That's about 120% up in the green. Like I said, you can see that the gross earning, these are the factors that make up the gross earning. When you are taking in all the income that come, but for this, for interest income alone, you can see that. You can also come back and see other incomes that come within them. Even looking at the net trading and the foreign exchange gain. Even that yes, it was a decline compared to what we saw in 2023. You can see it here. These are the factors that make up the growth. You can see it here. From 659.26 billion to 151.7 billion. This, and also if you look at also the fees and the commission income that come from 300, this also almost getting to 100% for me. Getting to almost 100% up. From 307.31 billion to 589 billion. For me, is a good one for UBA. Add this to all this, I will tell you when I said about 2.8 billion plus and the 1.675 trillion the previous year in terms of gross earnings. Gross earnings for me is a good one for them. But at the end of the day, with the expenses and all, look at what is the profit before tax. Profit before tax, you can say yes, it's not much at the end of the day, but look at it, it's still in green. But say you might say this is a flat number. I will not agree with you, but because it's almost a 2 digit also. Because if you look at the profit after tax for the period, even you can see that there is a great, kind of a decrease what in the profit after tax here. Tax elements here. You see that there's what we call tax expense and tax credit. But there is a tax credit for them because the decrease in payout, and that also has supported what this number was seeing. I say this about 149.98 billion in 2029, 37.16 billion in 2024. Yes, that means it's a credit or accumulated, but you need to get this low income tax has also supported this 766.57 billion was seen against 2007. This was about 24.23%, which for me is a good one. But at the end of the day, we are trying to see what is the earning per share, or that is where investors are very, very interested in to see. Yes, you can see that they look at the profit, the balance sheet. Yes, balance sheet, looking at balance sheet is not looking bad. We'll go to that position, because also look at the cash flow of this bank. But if you look at the bank, what's called earning per share. Earning per share for the period, you can see it here from 17 naira, almost 50 kobo in 2022, 21 naira 73 kobo. You can see it here, and out of it now we're seeing a cumulative dividend of what of 5 naira. After initial 2 naira paid in our them. Now we are seeing a final of what a final of 3 naira is 5 naira altogether. And this for me is a good news for them. But if you look at also what we call the book, what we call a book value, book value per share. Book value per share for this bank shows that there's potential. We are seeing almost 99 naira, almost 100 naira, as the book value per share. Looking at the net asset of this company, which are about look at the net assets of this company. Let's come down here. Look at the net assets of this company, which is the total equity. That's about 3.4 trillion. coming to here to say, the total, you can see here, total equity here, after reviewing your assets, total assets minus total liability. I think that also are giving you with the current, share issue we are using after number share of 34 point, 34.2 billion. That will give you about almost 100 naira per share. Then, then at the end of the day, if you look at also the all call it the P ratio, look at the earnings. That is about 1 naira, 1.6 times against 1.4. You can see that this bank is still cheap on the price, looking at the earnings power and also at the price as we speak. Yes, for me, let's quickly look at what is the cash flow like for the bank. I tell you that bank cash flow is different from other sectors because of the nature of their business. For that, you can also look at what is the net operation cash flow of this company, of this bank for the period. You can see that it's still positive for me, strong one. The net operating, the net cash generated from generated from operating activity. You can see it move from 3.32 trillion to 4 point something trillion, 4.85 trillion. For me, this is also a good news for UBA, and also it tells you that where the bank is also heading to. But if you look at, for me, that is why I must pay attention to this bank. On all this, I tell you that the total revenue that came from Nigeria is about 1.66 trillion, while that of the rest of Africa is about 1.5 trillion for this period. That is a good one. And at the end of the day, the profit also, if you look at the profit and the rest that came from outside the rest of the world, this Nigeria and Africa. And also, there are some income that also come from other across the globe. But for me, they say that UBA operation in Nigeria is still strong, and that of Africa countries is still strong. But at the end of the day, profit from only Nigeria is about 415.9 billion against the 400, also for not against, also for the rest of Africa is about 462 point also 9 billion. For me, it's a good one at the end of the day. And also, if you look at the dividend, the earnings for this company, it's about 63 point, 3.91% against 68.2% recorded in 2023. Well, I see that this is a good one. At the end of the day, the P ratio I've said it earlier is about 1.56 times of the price. For me, it's a good one for UBA, and also all eyes are still on their payment. But tell you that from the computation we have seen, tell that UBA is taking the payment days are around within April, next 2 months here, next month here, around April 25. For me, it's a good one. And mark out now, for me, you must pay attention to such a such a bank or such a company because of what the strong earnings we are seeing. But in terms of looking at the market rebound, which also is market rebound at this point, or what need also ask ourselves a question. This is a point I was say that this was the top, but I thought the turn support after market are breaking down to this level before trying to rebound. You can see the sign of rebound here. But one thing is very, very important that in any market, opportunity exists in any condition, and you must pay attention whether the market is rising or falling. What matters is that opportunity always exists for designing investors and also traders who knows where to look. I mean, where to look. That is why is market rebounding or market bouncing. You need to pay attention. Yes, there's a kind of a strong support level here, which is after market have formed the bullish hammer. We saw it here before this rebound. We have seen for 2 days now. If tomorrow this tends to then, and also we're seeing more positive number from the financial sector, I will tell you that those that also attended the question and answer session, the play session, so for the last 2 weeks, the overall and this start today, that the sector that will change or bring a new vibe to this market is the financial sector, and others who the big name that have not also announced their dividends from the agriculture sector, Okomo and Presco, and also the banking sector. These are also, you can see it already now with the result that came from UBA alone. And see that is why you must know where to look. Bull markets make it easier for people to generate money, capital appreciation in bull market, but it is when the market is on the other side that you know who is who. But the right tools like invest data settlement report is very, very important for you. The buy and sell signal also, and also the master class and the section can help you uncover strong peaks even in a downturn. That's why you must pay attention to what market bottom You need to know the right stuff to do. That's why sector rotation remain what important in any market situation or in any market condition. You must know where the market is heading to so that it will help you to make what informed investment decision. That's why I said look at the fundamentals that are going to support the bottom. Already earnings have started coming, especially for the market sector. We have seen that market was pulling back in the midst of earnings season, and these numbers that are coming are not weak number, strong number. It gives you an insight that if this kind of a number that we saw at the end of the year, we'll see the first quarter of these companies repeating such in 2025 as from April, that this market will rebound. And also, I'll tell you that all eyes are still on the economic event that comes with what with a MPC policy meeting or call it a MPC meeting or policy meeting, fine, sorry. Then you need to know, because if actually what we are seeing in terms of economic data, what I said earlier, even in this class or before, that's a lot of what the base and base year, all that is good. But if we see continued decline in inflation and GDP for Q1 remain positive, I see that come May 19 or 20, they're likely to be rate cut. If that happens, we're going to see more fun, and that also boost economic activities. If the government will look at, because already what is happening in Nigeria data have already sent a kind of a misfeeling among investors that they are concerned. But if we are seeing a positive action by the government to do that, the peace return to Nigeria data, that will also be a plus. Like the fundamental of the economy is very, very important, but also the sentiment of the people. And that's why if you trade up investor, know where you belong to, let your investment objective or go guide you in any market condition. I see that as the market has taken off from Friday, let's see how far it will go. But going to create the opportunity for you to, those that are taking the opportunity to buy to a low, to a dip, are now going to smile for the short term. But those that long-term investors are looking at how the company is going to reward in terms of dividend, and this dividend news and information also has the way of helping both the traders and also the investors, in taking their work investment, decision, and also in trading the market. That's why I said we must pay attention to market bottoming or passing. Let me quickly call some few indicators here because of our time to look at the market before we call it a day. Here we want to look at the money flow, whether it's fund coming back to the market. Is very, very important that we know, because that is very, very key. And I can see that already looking at the money flow index. If you come back here, you can see it here. Let me come there later. Let me take our C line. It's very, very important, and also our MACD. Our MACD is also want to pay attention to that MACD. But let's go to this place and turn it to 8 as usual. For those that are in the class. Also, what I said on Friday, you can see that the blue line is already looking up. The momentum is changing. The more we'll see positive number, even at the end of today's market, will tell you. And I told you that looking at the money flow has been on what we call a oversold region as a sign of what market has come to a level that is much cheaper, where you can buy into value, and which we have seen now. Markets, fund the gathered return to the market. Volumes also increasing gradually at this hour. Looking at the market right away, and this on a daily chart. We are seeing that if you also look at what is 1 hour chart saying about the market right now, it also tell you good news. On market on 1 hour chart, phone is almost reading 71. Tell you MACD is already we also pointed out in the last session I will add on start on Friday that the market is turning. We need to pay attention to earnings that will come. Yes, we have seen all this happening across the globe. But this morning I told you that most of the market are going, whether they are mixed, some of them are looking up. It's only Asia we have seen a flat market. Europe is open on the positive. US also open on the positive. That trend of sell off has started reducing. I mean, people are taking advantage of what they pull back to buy into value in this mature market. And I said earlier that also there is focus that that Europe market is also entering correction even from now because of price has gone up. But I believe that some emerging market are still very, very cheap because of value in the stock, which our market is one of them. I think it is time for us to start positioning for Q1 and also for 2025. If the macroeconomic data we are seeing is sustained in the light of this positive trend we are seeing, even though it's a lot of rebate and all this, but I tell you, it's out also to trigger information of decision of policy makers, especially the MPC meeting, to know that yes, the economy at this time needs to perform to kind of drive expansion and also oil the economy at large. I think these are things to pay attention. But look at the market now. I see that on the 1 hour chart, it's still up. You can see it here. Market after like 3 hours now, you can see that it's still up. Good one. Money flows to work. Like I said, these are things to pay attention. Quickly look at 30 minutes chart also or 15 minutes. You can see that the trend is still up for 30 minutes. we are seeing a kind of a flat here. You can see that MACD is also up bullish, but money flows on 30-minute chart. These are the short term to see what is happening in the shortest time, in the shortest period of the market. In the 15-minute chart, you can see that at open of the market, you can see sharp movement for that trend because market remain up, but money flow is looking down on 15 minutes and 30 minutes. 1 hour is looking up. Market remain bullish on all these short time frame we have just looked at. But we want to quickly look at these stocks that are leading now. Let's look at momentum in chart in a live stock feed. Is this sustainable? Look at that of UBA. We don't look at the result now. The momentum we are seeing there, is it sustainable, so that you will know what to do as a trader or investor in this stock. So I think that I'm seeing a good trend in this stock. Live stocks also have to pay attention because the live stock is still above the T line, where phone is entering the stock sharply on the 1 hour chart. You can see it here. MACD has performed a bullish one. After it will go, don't forget that it has a top here around the 10 naira, almost 11 naira. Look at it, 10 naira, 86 kobo. That is the big. Where is it now? It's already around 923. Once able to cross and break out, that's a new trend entirely. Money flow is strong, reading 66 around 1 hour, and MACD is also positive. And you can quickly look at the 15-minute chart to confirm something on the stock. You can see on 15 minutes, very, very positive. But money flow is also flat here. MACD also started weakening. You can see there. This histogram is also coming down. For quick one, because of our time, let's look at UBA before we call it a day. UBA, and we discuss others during the master class, because this is the last class we're having for the first section. Then Wednesday, I'm already preparing for the class we're having on Saturday and Friday also. Let's quickly look at the chart for UBA. UBA on 15-minute chart, it has gone up this morning. You can see that they also try to come down here. You can see there, this is a 15-minute chart. You can see it here, witness even has gone aside to almost 40. Tested 40. You can see that it's also coming down here. Flat on the T line now. You can see the next point here, which you can just see up here. MACD is also trading also 15 minutes. It's also becoming weak after it's strengthening down. That's for 15 minutes chart. Quickly go to 1 hour chart for UBA. You can see it there. UBA have gone as well as 40, but it's pulling back now. Around to 38.95. You can see this is stock that has tested now. You can see that this market, you can see it there. You can see on 1 hour chart. So looking at data profit taking also is doing that stuff. I think MACD is sharply still very, very bullish. You can see there is a bullish there, for MACD, for UBA. That UBA is still strong, and phone UBA is still very strong. Even pulling back, money flow is looking at to leaders 74. It's still good because they're above 50. But let's wait and see, because I believe closer to the markdown date, it might be coming. I might say yes, 3 naira on almost 14 naira is also not 10% or 8%, but that is above 6 to almost 27%. For which it's not a totally bad one for maybe 3 naira and at the current price. But I tell you, market is just looking at heat and price. But the beauty that as market are pulled back, that make the yield in the market, especially the equity market, are more attractive, and a price appreciation joining. That would think between less than 91 days will make you return. And as well, this I think we'll be sharing in the master class, and stock to pick also was already on the graph, still watching the chart and also other things. But I tell you, at the end of the master class, all participants also smart to the bank. We have seen what the Q1 master class are doing. We're just waiting for results to respond. For months to follow. At the out of 5 that we are giving in the master class, you were telling us to meet our projection and surpass it for the to also crash out. Also looking at our stock picks for Q2, also looking at the actual class. We are studying the trend in the market. Like I said, your mini edge, over post-end season, and also take advantage of the volatilities will come with the second quarter result, and also happiness in that Q2. You must also be prepared and position ahead of others in the market. On this note, I will say thank you and see you next week, Monday, next week or today, because of the master class. I will be available on Wednesday and Friday. On this note, I'll say bye.